Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I basically want to give you guys 5 tips that I use to sell on the website Mercari. In case you guys are not familiar with the website, Mercari is basically a website sort of like Poshmark. The only difference is that you can sell literally anything on Mercari. I'm not kidding you guys. I have sold cell phone boxes. I have sold makeup, old makeup, used makeup, new makeup. I've sold skincare, clothes, shoes, anything you have, you can sell it on Mercari. So here are my 5 tips to sell on Mercari. Number 1, when creating your profile, I personally recommend that you do not use your profile picture. Unfortunately, we live in a crazy world nowadays, so I would use either just like a stock photo, basically like, you know, a picture of a flower, a blank picture, some random picture you find on Google Images. That's personally what I would do, because again, the world we live in, people are crazy. People find any excuse to, unfortunately, spew hate and discriminate, and that's just the world we live in. So I would not use a picture of myself. Do not release any personal information. I've seen some people put like their social medias on there. There's no reason for you to do so. And if you try to send any information, any personal information through like messaging through Mercari, they actually have it now to where it flags through their system and the message will delete on both your end and the person you're sending it to. And they will flag your account, and if you get 3 of those, I believe, they will completely delete it. So don't share any personal information and don't use your actual picture on your page. Number 2, when it comes to shipping, always choose to include shipping in the price. And I'm gonna give you an example. You know, when you're on a website, your favorite website, and they have a great sale and you're buying all these items and you have a limit in your head of $50 or so. So you're buying all these items, you know, you put some things back because there's other items that you love more than the ones that you put in there, and you're trying to stick to your budget, and you get to your cart and it's at $50. Find out that shipping is $8, and that kind of deters you from actually moving forward with the purchase, because now you have to go back into your cart, choose which items you want to take out of the cart, and it's just a whole process, and it just really like makes you sad and kind of tears you away from purchasing. It's the same thing with Mercari. Buyers are more likely to buy an item when they see that the shipping is free. Okay, now that's not to say that you don't get your coins, sis. Okay, so let's just say that you want $10 for an item and shipping is $6. What I would personally recommend, and this kind of leads on to tip number 3, always ask for more. Okay, I'm telling you, these people are beasts. They are savages. They will bargain with you if you allow it. So again, we're gonna take the same example. Say for instance you want $10 for an item, and again, like I said, always include shipping in the price. So $10, and let's just say shipping is $6. That's now $16. You never want to put an item on there for that $16 amount, because there's going to be somebody that comes in and tries to offer you $14. And you may think, oh, that's just a $2 difference. But Mercari also has selling fees. It is a 10% selling fee, and they don't take that money on the back end of what you would actually get. They actually take that off top. So again, if you're selling an item for $10, they're going to take that 10% from that $10, and that's going to put you down to $9 that will be deposited into your account, or however you choose to accept your money. So now you have went from $10 to $9. And again, shipping has to be paid regardless, right? So this $6 that's included in the balance is not to be touched. So now you're at $9, and then again they offered you $2 less, so that puts you at $7, and you haven't really made any kind of profit from the item that you were selling. So always ask for more. And I'm saying that because, again, they are going to bargain with you. And if they bargain with you, let's just say, again, using that example, $10 that you want from the item, $6 for shipping, that's $20, that's $16. I would personally go ahead and put that item at about $21 to $23, me personally, because again, they're going to try to chop you down as much as possible. And then I would accept something in between what I wanted and what I listed it as. So again, if I listed the item at, or ideally in my head, if I listed the item at $16, because again, we wanted 10 plus the $6 shipping, $16, and then we listed it at, let's just say 21, the person's probably going to bargain you down to try to bargain you down to $16, which is cool, but try to bump it up to $18, you know? Try to bump it up as much as possible, but still be fair and reasonable for it. That's personally how I do it. And then the way that you can kind of think about it, because sometimes I did, when I first started doing this, I did find myself feeling a little guilty for doing so. But think of it this way. People are not really going to trip on a $1 or $2 difference. A buyer isn't versus you as a seller, but they're not really going to trip off of $1 or $2 difference. If they do, that is not your customer. And that is another tip. It is okay to decline a sale. Don't think that just because someone is sending you an offer that you have to accept it, that you feel pressured to. Just believe in your item, believe in yourself, and it will sell. But anyways, going back to the other point, you know, it's okay. Like, you're not really gonna trip off of $1 or $2 difference, right? But as the seller, $1 or $2 makes all the difference when they're taking out seller fees. And again, we're going to include that shipping into your price. So that does make a difference for you as the seller, but for the buyer, $1 or $2, it's really not gonna be a big deal. So keep that in mind. Tip number 4, try to put as many details as humanly possible in that description box. You want to make your customers, or you want to make your buyer feel comfortable with purchasing the item. Think of it this way. You know, you're not technically a store where they can go in and feel the fabric, feel the material, see the quality. You know, you want to be able to give them that experience of actually going to the store, or as if they were going to the store and purchasing your item. You know, you're buying from a complete stranger. They don't know who you are. So you want to try to make the customer feel as comfortable as possible and secure in their purchase as humanly possible. So if you're selling a clothes item, you know, you want to put the material on there. You want to put how it fits on there. Even if it doesn't fit you, you can say something like, let's just say it's a size 10 skirt and you're a size 10, but it doesn't fit you. You can say listed as size 10, but fits like a size 8. Or you can say listed as a size 10, but runs a little small, or something along that lines, right? In addition to that, if you know like the length of the skirt, if you can put something next to it so the customer has a visual, something visual where they can compare it to. If you want to put like the width of the item, you can put that in there. The origin, you can say, I'm just throwing out a brand there. Let's just say the brand of your item is Kate Spade. So you can say Kate Spade item purchased at Macy's. That way the customer, if they are familiar with the brand, they kind of know how something fits. Again, be as descriptive as possible. Put the origin in there. Make it so the customer feels as though they're actually in the store buying this and that they have no questions, so that they have no additional questions, or that they don't feel worried about the purchase. And tip number 5, when you are either reached out to by the customer or when a product has been purchased, try to expedite that as soon as possible. In the words of Tokyo Tony, ASAP, okay? ASAP. ASAP. What I mean by that is I try to set an expectation for my customers. If they ask me a question, if they send me something in my inbox, I try to respond back within 24 hours. That's actually in my bio, that I will respond back within 24 hours. Realistically, if I get a message from them, I have my phone all the time, so I'm probably gonna respond to them within the hour, but I set an expectation of 24 hours. And then when an item is purchased from me, if it's during the week, the next day I'm going to the post office. If it's during the weekend, it just kind of depends. I try to get there within the allotted amount of time. You are allowed 3 days to go ahead, or excuse me, let me back up. They ask for you to ship an item within 3 days. They consider that reasonable. And on the third day, you'll get an email reminder. During that time frame, just be mindful that the customer does have the right to cancel the sale, back out of the sale, and cancel the order. So that's why I said as soon as you get it, you want to be on it, right? You want to be on it. Once they do receive the product, let's just say that it does take you within like 5 days to ship out an item. Now, the website itself is not going to automatically cancel an item until I believe the 7th day. I'll, just double check that to make sure. If I'm incorrect, I'll list it down below, but I'm pretty sure it's 7 days. So they won't cancel it as long as it's shipped within 7 days. But again, the appropriate amount of time, or the time that they expect for you to deliver a product to a customer, is within 3 days. So let's just say that, it has taken you 5 days to send it out. At the end of it, once the customer has received it, before you get paid, the customer does have to leave you a review. Now, in that review, they can say, the seller had poor communication. It took them forever and a day to mail it off. So that's why I said you want to try to remain as professional as possible, because everyone can see those reviews. That is it. That's all I have for today's video. I can definitely go ahead and dish out some more tips and tricks for you guys, and I can expand this if you want me to and make it into a whole series. I can show you guys how I post my products, the description that I put in. I can just kind of walk you through the whole format of that. If you want me to make this into a series, let me know. Y'all already know how you can let me know, either down below in the comment section or on my Instagram, which is the exact same as my username. That's _so_Katie. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, thank you so much for your love and support, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Bye. By the way, I just want y'all to look. Just look. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I just want y'all to look. Do y'all see what I see? If you do, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming the next video. Okay, maybe not the next video, but it's coming.